Kenny, you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to proudly introduce the president of Brooklyn Young Republican Club, Mr. Glenn Nocera, and he'd like to say a few words to our rally members.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming here today. I know it's a Sunday, it's a beautiful day, and we could have been doing other things, but I thank you for coming here for our Rally for Truth. It is important for the people to know that Hillary Clinton is lying, and she needs to explain herself in front of Congress. Congressman Trey Gowdy invited her to Congress to explain herself when it came to Benghazi, where 4 Americans have died because of the result of her inactions. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to have her come before Congress and tell the American people, we're not here saying she can't run for president per se. Anyone could run for president. It's her American right to do so. But we're here to say you have a lot of questions to answer the American public, and we want you to answer them in front of Congress. The American people need to know exactly what is going on.
We have
the right to know why you deleted over 30,000 emails and you're hiding the server. What are you hiding? We need to know what is going on with the Clinton Foundation, of all the money that was over a couple $100 million that was raised because of your husband tracing around town and other countries while you were Secretary of State. Were you selling favors? People need to know. People want to know. If you're going to be in 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue like your husband, you need to speak to the American public in front of Congress and come clean and say, what are you hiding? We need to vet you. And then if you pass the vetting process, by all means, enjoy the election. Hopefully you'll lose, because I don't agree with your policies. But speaking of policies, I just starting to feel something coming over me. I don't know.
What could be happening?
I was listening to the radio yesterday on WABC. I think it was Friday.
Was that the Frankie Russo
I believe
show?
it was the Frankie Russo show, and I heard a certain person. His name was President Clinton.
Bubba. He's Bubba.
Bubba, as he is affectionately known. He came on around 1:30 a.m. at WABC Radio, 770, on your AM dial.
It's on the internet.
And it's on the internet. So I was hearing, and I said, what was that? Bill Clinton's going to appear at our little rally here today? Now, I was saying, how is he going to do that? That's very nice of him. He wants a discourse between the people, and he wants to say his side about his wife. That is just great. So I'm wondering. I think someone. Oh my God! Something's happening over me. I'm starting to feel everyone's crying now. Oh my God!
Clinton, everybody!
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here today. I'm glad I'm here today. I'm using your president, Glenn Nocera of the Brooklyn Young Republican Club, as a host. And I want to thank him for me channeling him and me going through his body to vote for my wife, Hillary.
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
Is that what you wanted to say, Bill?
No. I want to say something. I got something this morning, and I said, what is going on here? When Hillary Clinton said that I cannot have any female interns.
That's Monica.
And it's Monica right now. Call me. Monica, not now. Please. Wait, excuse me, we're having a little technical difficulty. Monica, I cannot speak right now. No, not now. There's cameras going. You know how that happens when I do such things like that. Wear that blue dress you know I like. But anyway, so let me tell you something. Hillary Clinton said, my wife, I love her dearly. She said that I cannot have any female interns. Now, I want to say one thing, and I want to make this clear. Hillary Clinton needs to stop her war on women.
Stop Hillary's war on women!
Stop Hillary Clinton's war on women, because at the end of the day, I need to get back in that White House, and I need to do things that I need to do.
And we try to
hid things in the wall of the White House. I have to get back in that White House. I feel your pain. I know you're going to have a lot of pain if you vote for my wife, but do it for Bubba.
Was there some Cuban contraband in those holes?
Well, there's a lot of Cuban contraband, as my little mini-me over here says, with the little cigars. I know they weren't legal at the time. The little Cuban cigars. I love Cuba. Yeah, I feel your pain. A little cigar never hurt anyone unless you're a little, whatever. I digress. A southern gentleman never talks nasty like that. But anyway, what I'm here to say is, listen, you have questions about my wife Hillary. I understand that. And I'm glad you're here, because this is the American people have the right to protest and go to rallies as long as it's done in a peaceful and civil manner like you guys are doing here today. So I want to thank you all for doing that.
God bless America.
So everyone has that God-given right to do so.
Amen.
So what I'm saying, what I'm saying here today, as your former president, as the 42nd president of the United States, listen, of course I want you to vote for my wife Hillary.
No.
Obviously you're not going to do that, right? Okay. All right, I understand. This will not stand, apparently. So what I'm saying here today is, God bless you all. I love you all. But please, again, reconsider. It's a couple of years away, right? What is it, 2016? So about a year and a half away, or a year or so. I can't do math anymore. My mind's a little scrambled. All the money I'm making. Well, exactly. All the money I'm making. That newfangled thing called hundreds of millions. I never thought I would ever be making that amount of money. But anyway, I digress. So what I'm saying here today is, I want you to consider doing that, because I really do need to get back in our White House. But I understand your concerns. I understand. And when I'm on the radio, on WABC radio, when I do make my weekly appearance on the Frankie Russo show, I really, really, really love to hear from the American people. So God bless you all. So God bless America. But what we're saying, well, that's your right. And on November of 2016, obviously you guys won't be voting for my wife Hillary. So that's okay. But I understand she has a lot of things to answer the American public, and hopefully as the time gets closer to election time, she will do so. But with people like you to make sure that happens, God bless you all. Thank you very much. And now I'm going to give you back your host, after I hosted his body, your president, Nocera. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you back your president, Nocera. Ladies and gentlemen, here he comes. There you are.
There we go. What happened to you? What am I? Oh my God! What am I holding here?
Who's that? Is that a Bill Clinton in your pants, or are you just happy to see us?
Ladies and gentlemen, if we turn away, Frankie Russo from the Frankie Russo Show. Yay! Frankie Russo. Frankie, why don't you come up here while we're filming here? Why don't you say a couple words about, we were just talking about how Bill Clinton, well, apparently channeled my body, Ghost called your show on WABC radio. So Frankie, press the button and go ahead and talk.
How you all doing? First I want to say, these are real Americans. On a beautiful day to show up like this. This is amazing. Nocera doing a great job. Diane Atkins doing a great job. I want to go running later, so I'm in my running stuff.
You look like a janitor at a gym.
Hillary, not right?
I'm running here to get her.
You look like a boxing gym janitor.
Yeah, exactly. So this is a great event. Understand something. People have to
Turn the mic
understand.
around. Turn it around. Don't be a Clinton.
Okay. Hold on. Come on.
You're having a technical difficulty.
Press the button and talk into that.
This is a great event, everybody. But it's understand, you know. For the first time in our history, we had the Clinton Foundation attached to the State Department. The Secretary of State was in charge, Hillary Clinton. Barack Obama, who I believe, and I'll say it till the cows come home, is an illegal precedent.
Yes. Exactly.
Selective service card, fraudulent. According to federal law, you can't serve in the executive branch if your selective service card is fraudulent. Then he signs a document with Bill Clinton, the Clinton Foundation, Valerie Garrett. In addition, Cheryl Mills is sitting on the board of the Clinton Foundation. In addition, Rosa Jackson is sitting on the Clinton Foundation. They signed this memorandum of understanding to have a chokehold on the State Department. That means, according to Judicial Watch, who did the FOIA, the Freedom of Information Act, to get all those State Department documents, it came out, and we got it for them. They got for the Judicial Watch. We have the information that the State Department was actually doing the bidding for the Clinton Foundation instead of
the American people.
The security interests of the American people.
Right.
Which
sellouts.
Right.
Sellouts.
I do solemnly swear to execute the office of the Secretary of State and to defend and protect the Constitution, the United States Constitution. So help me God.
Amen.
What happened to the violation? What happened to the oath of office?
What about that?
Hillary, again, that's, you see, now this is crazy, right? The 20% of the uranium production to the Soviets, that's a crazy thing, and the entire United States government approved that. I had a caller call into the Frankie Russo show, and the dude said to me, who do you think the uranium is going to go to?
Iran. It's going to go to Iran.
Let's go to Iran, he said. I was blown away. Iran!
They sold it to Russia to go to Iran.
So we have a president, we have an illegal president sitting on nuclear global proliferation. Frankie Russo, what does that mean? That's a big term, Frankie Russo. Well, think about it. In the 80s, remember the 80s? The arms race was between Russia, pretty much the United States. Global nuclear proliferation means the rogue regimes have nuclear power. That means North Korea, that means Iran. Guess what? Who's got the problem?
We do.
And you know something? What kind of legacy are we leaving for the American people that we leave later? Because with all this stuff, with this printing of the money and this fugazi stock market and whatever's going on over there, eventually, quite frankly, I hate to say it, but it's going to create a problem for us Americans, for the people that don't have the actual economics to deal with this. We're going to pay the piper over here. So we're leaving a legacy for our kids, for the kids after.
We got to stop it.
We got to stop
No
this.
more of it. Keep Hillary out.
We got to stop it. Now listen, everybody. I believe, and you know, I talked about it on my show. I have a pre-show at 77 WABC that the Clinton Foundation, with Hillary Clinton, with Obama, who signed the agreement, Valerie Garrett, the president-elect committee, plus the Clinton Foundation, Valerie Garrett, plus the Clinton Foundation, signed by Bill Clinton. They signed this agreement, which I believe is a criminal enterprise. Frankie Russo, you're talking crazy. Well, think about it. When the Iranian government deemed by the federal courts 3 front organizations, the Alevi Foundation, the Essa Corporation, and the Bank Melli of Iran, according to Judge Catherine Forrest, who the complaint was submitted by the Justice Department, Brett Bahara, the cat that dragged out Sheldon Silver from the assembly, the leader, in handcuffs, right? The courts deemed that those 3 organizations that own 650 Fifth Avenue, right in the middle of Manhattan, is the Iranian government. Alevi Foundation gave $105,000 to Clinton Foundation. So Frankie Russo, what does that mean? Well, think about it. We're not talking about, you know, pictures with radical Islamists. We're talking about court papers, a judge's decision, and the Clintons till today refuse to return the money. Why do you think the Iranian government gave the money to the Clinton Foundation? Why? Why did they not until today? Access? How about sanctions? How about getting around sanctions? Because don't forget, the Treasury Department the Justice Department, the FBI, have sanctions on all of these all these Iranian front organizations, like Bank Melli of Iran, like Alevi Foundation. They found them guilty. They found the director of the Alevi Foundation guilty of obstruction of justice. He's in jail. The Asa corporations, these are terrorist entities now. And the Clinton Foundation is supposedly representing America. Clinton's a former president of the United States. So, taking money from terrorists that are killing Americans.
Oh, hell no.
The 655th Avenue building, the 4 mosques that these three, the Iranian government owns, was seized by the courts. Absolutely, they were seized by the courts, right? And the judge ruled all the proceeds of the sale of the 655th Avenue building and the 4 mosques that the Iranian government owns. The proceeds of the sale are supposed to go to the families of the victims of September 11, 2001, and to the Marines, to the families of the Marines. God bless our Marines.
God bless the Marines.
The 200 Marines that got bombed in Beirut in the 1980s. Do you see the acts of terror that the Iranian government has been perpetrating on the Americans and the American allies for the past decades? 1984, since 1984, the Iranian government, the Iranian state, they've been considered a state sponsor of terror. A state sponsor of terror. And the Clintons are taking money from them.
Sell out.
2 days.
Sell out.
Rachel Ehrenfeld, president of the American Center of Democracy, stated that 2 days after the United States government deemed the Asa Corporation a terrorist entity, the Clintons took the money from the Iranian government.
Criminal!
And they've yet to return it. I mean, you know, this is like, to me, this is a criminal enterprise.
Hillary
This is like, you know, they talk about Lucky Luciano, they talk about all these gangsters. These are gangsters with PhDs.
That's right.
I mean,
It's got to go.
why do you think they're taking money from the Iranian government to get around the sanctions? Quite frankly, if you look at the way the Iranian government is acting with these nuke deals, basically, if you really want to be honest, North Korea has the bomb, so does Iran. Iran's sitting on nuclear proliferation.
No more Clinton.
Quite frankly.
Stop the Clinton.
North Korea
And all Obama is doing is covering his what do you want to call it, legacy or whatever, because quite frankly, he's sitting on global proliferation. Unconscionable.
Shame.
Hey, listen, are we going to stop Clinton?
Yeah!
We got to vet everybody. We don't even know if Hillary Clinton violated federal laws, right?
Hillary, hand over the server.
We don't even know.
Hillary told
She
me.
swiped it clean. Trey Gowdy said, give me that server. She swiped it clean. I want to thank you so much. Glenn Nocera, Brooklyn Young Republican Club, Diane Atkins, Lawrence Winberry from the Northeast Queens City Party, Alma, everybody else that came here on a beautiful day to come here and protest against this takeover. We got to stop this because this progressive government, this big spending government, is a big detriment to our civil liberties, to the American way of life. God bless America, everybody.
Can I say this?